Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel, Coffee Tea Paper. First of all, what do you think of my new intro? I've got a new outro as well. I just felt like my old one sort of captured the feeling from my channel but sort of didn't. Anyway, I've been dabbling in social media creation. I don't know what you call it. And I tried to make a new intro that kind of represented me and my channel a bit better. Anyway, let me know what you think. I've got a 14-day free trial on this software thing, so I've still got time to fiddle around some more. Anyway, be that as it may. Ooh, I should put my little physical watermark. I know, I'm getting so fancy, aren't I? Um, Last week we had focus on one thing at a time, and I ended up doing rather a busy spread, but you were all very kind and pointed out that really the girl in the spread was very focused on her book, and that sometimes that's the trick, is that you have all this noise around you, but if you can find that focus on the one thing, that is the key. So thank you so much to everyone who watched and commented and reassured. So needy. No vloggy type stuff this week. I really have been focusing on one thing, and I'm sorry if this is boring for you, but I have been trying to reduce my golf handicap, and it's tough, right? And anyway, I really wanted it to get it under 30. The maximum handicap you can have is 54. The minimum is scratch or zero, and it basically means how many shots is how what your ability is and how many extra shots you need in able to get around the golf course. Okay. Anyway, we won't go too much into it, but I managed to crack 30 on my handicap and I got it down to 26. So I am ecstatic about that because that was my goal for this year. And so now I'm terrified that more golf I play, it will go up again. But that's golf. But I'm going to take a break from it very soon. I think I'm just going to play a couple more rounds and then yeah, I'm going to have some time off from it. It's getting a bit hot. Anyway, I hope you didn't all tune out there. Let's have a look at our quote for this week. I'm going to have a look again and see how many we have left because it really can't be many now. Oh my gosh. That's quite terrifying to show that this represents what's left of the year. Wow, I'm really coming in. I'm giving you boring stories and then terrifying you with lack of time. Do apologize. Okay, it's an attributed one. Oh, Bob Marley. Oh, the day you stop racing is the day you win the race. Oh, isn't that funny? Because last week, or this week, because it's Friday, it was Melbourne Cup, which is a big horse race here in Australia, which look, it means nothing to me, to be perfectly honest. I'm not a gambler. I spend my money on stationery. I don't have any money to spend on gambling on racehorses and so forth. Unfortunately, I couldn't even tell you who won, but it was just in my periphery knowledge that this race was on this week. Okay, the day you stop racing is the day you win the race. I guess this is kind of leaning into that idea of stopping and smelling the roses, not comparing yourself to others, finding peace with your situation, or setting your own goals without the influence of others. All those sorts of things. I guess, what do they say? Comparison is the thief of joy. I guess this quote is kind of leaning into all those concepts. When do you think we suddenly become obsessed with this race and this comparison and this wanting to do better than others? Are we encouraged in school, do you think? Or is it just a human nature that we are competitive, and some more so than others, and some apply it in different areas of their life? I need thoughts. Please share your thoughts. I'm going to go away, and I don't know about these colours. I actually just sent out the first surprise Happy Mail recipient. I put up a video of that. I sort of only remembered partway through to record and share what I created for Moondreamer Studio, but her colours that she nominated in the form were pink and purples and pastels. So I've just had some fun time making a mail kind of with these colors. So I think I'm going to go with a different color palette for this, and we'll just focus on the quote, do something along those lines. Okay, I'm going to put some things together, and then yep. So if you're going to journal with me, pause the video here, go and get your things, or set up your ironing board, or sit back on the couch and have a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, depending what time of day it is. And yeah, I'll see you back here shortly. I'll just take you with me on my train of thought. I was really struggling for inspiration with this one, and so I thought I'll do a bit of fussy cutting. I got these tape sample loops from Sindura's craft studio, which is Lavanya. She's here in Australia. The Crafty Lefty does a lot of stuff on her channel with her tapes. Where was I? Anyway, so yeah, so I was sort of struggling a bit, and so I was just doing some fussy cutting, and then I was flipping through, just having a look at all my things, and I don't know what it was about it, but I saw this girl having her icy pole, and for some reason, it took me back to that question that I had for you guys about when does this idea of this racing, this competitive nature that, if someone has something and you want it, and it's all a big race happens. And I just thought, if we can adopt that sort of idea of being like when we're children and we're just relaxed and happy to be with our friends, and we're not thinking about being the first one to get married, or the first one to have a child, or the first one to own a house, or the first one to get a promotion, or the first one whatever. And this just she's sitting in the moment, she's enjoying her icy pole, and I thought, yeah, that's what we should be focusing on, isn't it? We should just stop the racing, and yeah, because she looks like she's winning in my book. So I don't know. It's very I can't explain, but she just caught my eye, and I was very taken with it. Maybe because it's been so hot here the last few days as well, like seriously hot. Heat wave warning hot. So maybe just that imagery appealed to me on a number of levels. Anyway, with that in mind, I started having a little rifle through my stash, and I found this sort of leafy paper, and this one which is the same green, or very close to the icy pole, and this lovely floral, and maybe a frame, and then I was given this cute little matchbook paper collection folder by one of my pen pals, and inside there was just this lovely tessellated paper in there and some other bits and pieces, and I haven't wanted to tear anything out of it because it's such a beautiful little item. But I thought, maybe it's time to use some of these beautiful things in my journal. And then maybe, because there's all sorts of colours in this cut washi tape roll by Peon, and I thought, yeah, there's probably something in there that ties in nicely that might bring together all these different elements, even maybe that one with the pear, or maybe a checkered one or something. Anyway, that's where I'm at. So I'm going to put some music on. I've been choosing some music from Thematic lately, which is a music platform that you can subscribe to and use music there from independent artists. And I'm really, really loving lots of the pieces that I'm finding there. I'll include the links in the description box, of course. Yeah, so I'll put some music on and we'll get started and see how we go. And remember, it's not a race. If you finish your journal before me, that's okay. Or vice versa. Well, my friends, the electrician is about to turn up to fix our lights, so that is going to force me to stop there. You're probably all heaving a sigh of relief. Thank you so much for joining me here. Thank you for watching, and thank you for participating in the journal prompts if you've been joining in. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!